Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra rumors are picking up steam now that Samsung's major phone launches for the year are in the rearview mirror, and now that its competitors have launched their fall phones too. It's time to focus on what Samsung has planned for 2024, and the Galaxy S24 Ultra figures to be the best phone in Samsung's arsenal. The big challenge for Samsung will be finding ways to improve upon the Galaxy S23 Ultra, which delivered top performance, outstanding battery life, and the best cameras we have seen on any phone in the past year. But early Galaxy S24 Ultra rumors suggest that there is plenty to be excited about. In addition to the possibility of a more powerful chip like the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, we are hearing that the Galaxy S24 Ultra could introduce further camera improvements, highlighted by a more powerful telephoto lens. Samsung could also be considering an increase to the refresh rate of the phone's 6.8-inch display, as well as a new stacked battery approach that could make the phone last even longer on a charge. Drawing on some early Galaxy S24 leaks, along with rumors specific to the Ultra model, here is what we have heard so far about the Galaxy S24 Ultra, along with what we hope to see from Samsung's premium handset. Samsung's big camera change to the Ultra model happened this past year when the Galaxy S22 Ultra's 108MP main sensor made way for a 200MP shooter. We wouldn't expect another big leap forward, though Sam Lover does claim that Samsung will make some improvements to the sensor. This could mean anything from a wider aperture to let in more light to improvements in color reproduction. The site later claimed that the sensor size would be increased to 1 inch, which would be the same as the Xiaomi 13 Ultra and larger than the one in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Another Sam Lover tip involves the telephoto lens on the Galaxy S24 Ultra, which is supposed to get improved zooming capabilities. The S23 Ultra's camera setup includes a pair of telephoto cameras, one with a 3x optical zoom and the other with a 10x zoom, which can combine for a 100x space zoom feature. You would think that improved zooming would mean we will be able to get even closer to subjects, though we will need to hear more detail before we can be more certain. A separate leak from the tipster Tech Rev says that Galaxy S24 Ultra will feature a new 310x variable folded telephoto lens. This would replace the dedicated 3x and 10x lenses on the Galaxy S23 Ultra. The new lens would use a periscope design and have the ability to change the focal length while connecting to a single sensor. Prominent leaker IC Universe added fuel to the camera speculation by predicting improvements to the telephoto lens. I have full confidence that the Galaxy S24 Ultra has improved the performance of the 3x camera, which means that the image quality of 3x to 10x will bring a significant improvement. The leaker said. The leaker followed that up with a claim that Samsung may turn to a 50MP telephoto lens with a 3x zoom for the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Leaker Yogesh Brar also thinks a 50MP telephoto lens is in the works. More recently, IC Universe has claimed Samsung will use 10MP 3x and 50MP 5x zoom lenses on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. That sounds bad since it will mean no more 10x optical zoom, but hopefully the more detailed 5x sensor will make up for that, like how Apple leveraged pixel binding with the iPhone 15. Despite this switch, it seems that it won't affect the phone's ability to achieve the same maximum 100x zoom as its predecessors. Some Galaxy S24 Ultra case images posted by IC Universe include cutouts for the same number of cameras featured on the S23 Ultra, adding more support to the rumor that Samsung is sticking with two telephoto lenses even if one gets a megapixel upgrade. The Galaxy S23 Ultra introduced a new front camera, so we'd only expect some fine-tuning there if Samsung's planning any changes at all. That leaves just the 12MP ultra-wide lens on the back of the phone as a possible area of improvement. Samsung has also unveiled its Zoom Anyplace camera tech, which uses a combination of a 200MP sensor and AI to offer improved zooming capabilities. One is the ability to use AI to keep your subject in frame at all times, while another allows you to record zoomed and full frame shots simultaneously and in 4K resolution. Samsung's also changing the way it captures images using parallel image processing rather than the usual sequential method. Apparently, this will improve image quality thanks to reduced latency and data loss, while simultaneously improving capture speeds by 2 times. These changes haven't been confirmed for the Galaxy S24 Ultra, but given the reliance on a 200 megapixel lens and the AI engine in the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, it seems pretty likely. On the software side of things, you may be able to get to Instagram more quickly on the Galaxy S24 models. Code in the current version of Instagram hints at a shortcut that can be placed on S24 lock screen so that you can get to Instagram's camera more quickly for capturing photos and video to the app. Given how thin Galaxy S24 Ultra rumors are at this point, that leaves an awful lot of room for us to fill in the blanks with features we hope to see. After all, as capable a phone as the Galaxy S23 Ultra may be, there are still some areas that Samsung could stand to improve. The new S Pen capabilities. Samsung added S Pen support with the release of the Galaxy S21 Ultra, and by the time the S22 Ultra arrived, it figured out how to include storage for the stylus within the phone's design. S Pen improvements with the Galaxy S23 Ultra were non-existent too, as Samsung focused on other areas. We hope the Galaxy S24 Ultra lavishes more attention on the S Pen, adding support for new capabilities. This could include new S Pen, AR actions, or possibly remote control over additionally Galaxy S23 Ultra functions. Faster charging. The Galaxy S23 Ultra remained stuck on 45-watt charging even as other Android phones, most notably devices like the OnePlus 11, let you top off your phone much faster. We'd like to see charging speeds more befitting of a phone with an Ultra name. We mentioned this above, but we are hoping that whatever changes Samsung introduced to the Galaxy S24 Ultra aren't accompanied by a change in price. That goes for our friends in other parts of the world who did wind up paying more for the Galaxy S23 Ultra as Samsung adjusted for currency fluctuations. While Ultra models boost more than their fair share of premium capabilities, $1,200 remains a steep price for a smartphone. Samsung would do well to remember that even the best phones can't cost so much that they are out of reach for most shoppers.